Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're underway from Kansas City. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's up.
Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator's going to be one happy camper.
And the Bears 1st down.
Williams on 1st down. He's throwing deep to the left. This is brought in at the 15. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Into the end zone, but not brought in. It falls incomplete. Will bring up third down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player, and now as a coach, please don't do that again.
This one's caught. And this one doesn't go far.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. Anytime you go on the road, if you could put points on the board on your opening drive, job well done.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Chased out to his right. This is cut downfield by Rice. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He put everything he had into this one. He steps in and makes the interception. Corey Black has got it. And the Bears get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that'll be first down Chicago.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down, Williams to throw. He finds a Dunze downfield. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job, enough protection to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver, who went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage.
That's completed right side. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Again, this is Mitchell. Let's call that a solid run there, partner. He got about 6. It's going to be 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Slot man motioned over. Williams to throw here, 3rd and 1. Bails out of the pocket quick. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Santos' kick is good. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for him.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard run.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Right up the gut. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Lund lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Jalen Royals, the intended receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Yellow.
Throw here, 3rd down. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Corey Black has got it. Well, that should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last 2 drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once, and didn't attack Richard Sherman one time that game.
Zone read here, give to Mitchell. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Mitchell again. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. So they'll get to scheme about this 3rd down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of 1. Our score, 6-0. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They've got 3rd down well inside field goal range. Mitchell gets it from the gun. Cut down after a gain of about a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. It's about 43 yards for it. Santos' kick is good. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range. He's delivering.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He rolls to his right. Wow, wide open here. Complete. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. That one hits for 30. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
That's good.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35.
Attack!
1st down throw, Mahomes. He's caught, Jalen Royals. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs start to fight back with their first points of this game. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird?
Ooh.
In the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Well, maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know, but whatever.
Well, the kids weren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs cut the lead down to just 2.
Chiefs 7. Harrison Butker to kick off 14.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Brought down by Nick Bolton. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. 23-yard line.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. They've got a man in motion. Third down. Here's Williams. That's caught for the first. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down Bears.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back still doing it to this day.
First down throw by Williams. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
It just kind of feels like they've met their notch with this defense. So many plays, but they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Williams throwing again here on second down. Catch made over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be first down Chicago.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. Here's Williams again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. They'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And it'll be first down Bears.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Vegas!
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Trying for the touchdown. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So second down coming up. Again, it's Williams. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Yards to go.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. They motion the tight end over. Here he goes, third and long. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
The big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
So it's going to be second down and 10 on the other side, Brock. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from Arrowhead on the other side. First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Now a give right side to Mitchell. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
We call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, kept them in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Running right with Mitchell. Try to cut it back to the middle, but they are on him. Looks to be about 3 yards away from that first down marker. Pick up good for 9 yards, and that's going to bring up 4th and 3. Santos' kick is good, and that grows the lead to 5.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
The Bears decide to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. He fields it from the 8. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. The Chiefs signal for a timeout, and that's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. First and 10, it's Mahomes. Connects on the crosser. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Mahomes on first and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Again, Mahomes to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Brings up 3rd down.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. 3rd and long for him here. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he's going to score! Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs take the lead just before halftime. Butker to try the point after. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. complete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Throwing again on second. Williams escapes the pocket. And no place for him to go. The Chiefs take him down. And he's chased out of bounds behind the line. That's going to go down as a sack for the defense. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
Third down. 3rd and 14.
They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this first down. Williams with 3rd and long. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
21 yards. First down, Chicago.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Touchdown! Touchdown! What is it? Yeah.
Williams from the gun. He's going to push one deep down. Brought in inside the 20. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. This 32 yards out on the right hash. Santos' kick is good, and they've taken back the lead.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. This return starts at the 5. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Couldn't find a completion on first down. Trying to find his tight end. And now they face second down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Pressure coming from Mahomes. We've got a screen to the running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
This finds its targets. That's Royals. And he's going to have this down at the 42-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down throw, Mahomes. Throwing the out route complete. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take the lead right away in half number 2.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With your route, check. Secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Chiefs and Mahomes setting up for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work. Butker on now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's tackled for no gain.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
Offense to the line for second down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Finds a doomsday downfield. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
That one's out to the sideline. He's got it inbounds. Nice toe drag there, but we do have a flag on the play. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. So first and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Williams. Caught at the 10-yard line. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across.
hold on.
Mitchell. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
He gets it again. Maybe should have been thinking pass there, partner. The defense all over this run, and it's going to be 4th and goal. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Santos' kick is good, and that trims the lead to just a couple.
Well, he's getting into the territory that's great for him as an individual, Kate. There aren't many kickers who could brag they've made this many kicks, 6 in one game, but this is also not great for the offense because this means 6 times they've gotten within range, couldn't find their way to the end zone.
Oh, I think the Bears got to that one. Yes, Bears football! Well, partner, we still got a full quarter left, but surprised them with the onside kick here. And to their credit, they got the ball back.
Well, I think even the most progressive coaches in the past would have never made that call. But we're seeing this more and more. Teams becoming more aggressive by the year, especially, Kate, when they're trailing in the game. Doing what they think they've got to do to give themselves a chance to win.
Fits it through the middle. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Williams on 1st down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Nick Bolton has it. He's at midfield. 30. At the 20. The 10. And he's going to take this one back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Went to the oh-well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs push the lead to 2 scores now.
27, Bears 18. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Fields this one at the 3. They'll have a long field ahead of him, partner, as he's wrapped up shy of the 15.
At their own 13-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. Williams will look to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. No throw. Third and long. Hits his running back. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Williams. He's got it deep downfield. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olson would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level, because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Design bootleg here. Flushed out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. No luck finding his receiver that time, so it'll be second down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Pistol now for Mahomes. Dumped off to his running back. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. First and 10 now from the 46. Mahomes. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Yellow!
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Has room down the left sideline. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs push this to an 8-point game. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
25. Harrison Butker in the kickoff for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Williams. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
And down he goes. The Chiefs got to him. Looking quickly here. Now Williams. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Play clock getting close to 0. We get a timeout. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
They go to punt on 4th down, and out heads Tommy Townsend. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
First down, and they go right back to it. Moving there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Yellow.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. Finds him on the crossing route. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Yellow.
From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're into the drop-in. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch can still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, and you got to take advantage of that opportunity, defense just did.
To the air, Mahomes. Dumps it off to his running back. And they take him down right along the 30.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. On the move, hit it right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throw away.
Butker knocks it through. And that grows their lead to 12.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. Touchdown to field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Tight end in motion left. 1st down throw by Williams. Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Bears need to score quickly. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. Here's Williams again. Taken in by Downs, left side. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Putting the tight end in motion. From the red zone on first. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. And the Bears trim the deficit down to 5. So with less than a minute and a half to play, they must recover this onside effort. And the Chiefs cover up the kick. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Ooh, had to have that onside kick. Got one timeout, but not much time left. This one kind of feels like it's over.
Not a whole lot they can do, but you can't give up. Not a time to look at the clock. You got that one timeout. You got to do all you can and really hope and pray this offense fumbles the snap or screws it up here in the final minutes.
It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Another carry for it. And has the Chiefs first down there, Brock. And the celebration can begin as they can run out the clock now on this one.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Well, no louder place in